What's good, Shadow Realm? It's your boy Reclaim Your Throne coming at you with another crazy video. But first, my goal is to get to 5,000 subscribers by the end of the month. So make sure you go ahead and like, comment, share, subscribe. And you already know, Reclaim Your Throne.
Right here, right now. It's the right time, It's the right sound. Right now. Tell the whole pipe down. Tell that nigga pipe down.
So guys, we got to talk about this, man. We got we have a crazy dilemma going on in the States and, pretty much all throughout the diaspora. And that is the single motherhood, man. I mean, it is rampant, and I'm going to show you examples of why it is pretty much ruining the community. So let's get straight into it.
So I'm about to head into work. I just got me a drink and I got me a sandwich just to eat before I go in because I'm hungry. But for those who don't know, I work at Amazon. I make roughly $300 a day, maybe $400 on a busy day, just reviewing products, going through them. You see how easy I just fucking lied? All that was a lie. I haven't worked in 2 years. This work shirt, it's not a work shirt. It's just a regular shirt. I'm eating because I'm hungry and I'm fat. I'm in the car because I didn't want to go in the house because I'm bored. I'm about to chill and vibe out in the car. Y'all gotta stop believing everything y'all see on the internet because these people are liars. Okay? They're manipulators. They're fakes. They don't have pure intentions, and y'all keep believing them, and y'all gonna get yourself scammed because y'all want to join their links, and they got y'all paying for courses and paying this, and this.
Okay, so she's going off, and she said some interesting things. She said she hasn't worked in years. She said also that she was fat, which she's not fat yet. If she keeps eating like that, she probably will be, especially if she's not exercising. But she said she's vibing out in the car because she wanted to leave the house because she's bored. Let me tell you what. I can almost guarantee that she has a child in that home who may or may not be crying their eyes out or just getting on her last nerve. So she wanted to take it to the car and do this video, which I understand. And I actually respect the fact that she is exposing snake oil salesmen on social media, which makes sense. However, okay, if there's ever a how, there is always an ever. But she pretty much is exposing herself in the way that she is speaking about this situation, okay? Because she's pretty much telling us that, hey, it looks like she's running away from her life. And if she hasn't worked in 3 years, why is that? Okay? Is she married? I don't see a ring on her finger. She might be on government assistance. And that is why, it's crazy because I don't know her situation, but it seems like she probably did fall for some scams, which we all do every now and then. But it sounds like it really put her in a hole.
When they not even making $400 off Amazon, but you believe in it because they said it. You can't trust everybody. All these videos on this app, you think everybody's telling the truth? Sometimes you just gotta scroll. Sometimes you gotta be like, oh, that's cool. Scroll. Don't be getting too invested in everybody's shit. They're liars. You see how easy it was? I just lied. And y'all would have believed it if I kept going with it.
And that just kind of shows how much of a natural deceiver that she possibly could be. Now, she is exposing these snake oil salesmen on social media, but at the same time, the way she just so fluently was just, oh yeah, well, I work at Amazon, da-da-da-da. I mean, she's pretty good. So she, may need to try an acting career.
$400 off Amazon. I haven't made $3 in the last 8 months.
Woo! Haven't made $3 in the last 8 months. Dang. And on a scale of 1 to 10, honestly, I would probably say she's a 5 to 6, okay? She's pretty cute, got the baby hairs on fleek. Looks like, the hair is decently, it's not touching her shoulders like I would like, but, it's a decent length, so hopefully she can figure out and get it together. All right, guys, so the next video I have for you is even more concerning because this is a woman exposing the realities of her everyday life and pretty much how much she dislikes her baby daddy. And she is explaining parental alienation that is going on in the household. So let's listen up.
My son is not.
So let's break this down line by line. She says, my son is not coming home today.
Son is not coming home today. At this point, I don't even know if I want him to ever.
She said, I don't even know if I ever want him to come home. So a lot of these women, they do pass on that hatred for their baby daddy to their children, and that's where the abuse comes in. And then they bring in another man who they are intimate with, and then that man is usually a bum or on some type of substances, and then he comes in and adds to the abuse. So this is a recipe for disaster, and believe it or not, this is in a lot of single black female households. This is happening on a day-to-day basis, and if this isn't happening, the feminization of that child is happening. So there's a lot of different factors that go into single motherhood, especially in the community, and this hatred and disdain that she has for her baby daddy is it's really bad for the child. And I definitely understand making a mistake and whatnot, but at the end of the day, you do have to hold yourself accountable for dealing with not only his best friend, but him as well. And she told on herself, and her thoughterry put her in this situation that she's in now.
Come home. I really hate his dad, and it makes it so hard for me to like and care for him the way a mother should. Y'all will probably drag me in my comments, but I have to live in my truth.
So she is basically personifying the father into the child, and obviously they're gonna look alike, so she can't not see that man in her child. But at the end of the day, a mother's love should overcome that hatred you have for the father, because he gave you the best gift that you could ever receive, and maybe that gift is not giving back because you're not pouring into that gift. So this is a different level of parental alienation, because this is not parental alienation as in the mother is using the child against the father. This is parental alienation as in the mother is depriving the child of herself, which is the mother of that child, because her hatred and disdain and her fear that she may even mistreat that child. So this goes really, really deep. And this actually happens way more often than you guys could ever imagine. It's either they have that hatred for their child and abuse comes in, and then obviously the other person that she's intimate with comes in, and I think it's like you're at a 30% higher risk as a single mother if you bring another entity into that relationship of abuse for your child. And it doesn't even matter if it's male or female. So all homosexual women as well, y'all think y'all gonna bring a woman into the relationship, but lesbian relationships have the highest rates of domestic violence out of all relationships, heterosexual, poly, whatever you want to think of, pansexual, all that. So it's very dangerous to bring outside entities into a family, and this is why the community is failing, because a lot of these kids get traumatized at a very young age. And I can understand her going through postpartum depression, especially since she doesn't have the father of that child to help her through that. But You know, it looks like she laid her bed, and now she laid in the bed, and she's going to have to face the accountability. And now she's kind of moping and asking for sympathy online on social media. And these women continue to say, I don't need a man, you know, I'm happy, da da da, whatever. She chose the wrong man. I'm sure that there was a Malcolm, a mildly attractive or medium ugly, lucrative, communicative, operational, likable man who could have assisted her and would have been honest, would have been faithful, would have motivated her to lose some weight, which she needs to do. I mean, but she passed him up for, it seems like, a guy who really didn't care about her like that.
My baby daddy was bragging about how he took my virginity, and he kept bringing up old things that aren't even co-parenting related.
So that is not cool to just be bragging about taking the girl's virginity, especially to other people and especially online. So that's some lame dude stuff that he was doing. So let's keep going.
So I told him that I fucked his best friend first and that I never cared about him. I hate co-parenting with him because he won't let go of the past. We've been broken up for 10 years now, and honestly, being with him is one of my biggest life regrets. But how do you look your own kid in their face, knowing that it's impossible for you to fully love them the way a mother should because you hate their dad? The disagreement was so stupid and simple, but it resulted in my son showing up to school 4 hours late.
Wow.
Usually I would remove him from that situation, but this time, instead of taking him away, I'm making him stay.
Guys, that was super deep, and this one is almost even deeper. We have in this video a woman who is effeminizing her child. She is basically turning this child into, grooming this child into a trans or homosexual individual, which is absolutely deplorable, absolutely disgusting. Even making this child aware of said sexual orientation is highly inappropriate, especially, you know, being under age, basically. Okay, but the mother has been doing this for a long time, and the mother has probably been ingraining feminine traits into that child. So the child has no man to look up to. So that's why, you know, it is what it is. And this is really sad to see, but this is the reality of single motherhood in the community. And it's not just in the community, but I'm specifically focusing on the community because a lot of black women are guilty of this. Look at Gabrielle Union and Dwayne Wade's child. That's a tragedy. I don't care how you slice it and dice it. That child, there's no way that that child should have been exposed to that type of energy at that age. I mean, this dude is going to grow up to, I've already said this, Zaya Wade is going to grow up to be damn near 6'4", 6'5". It's going to be a tall, big old trans. Like, you have no options. Like, there's no one to love you at that point. Especially if you're trying to move like a woman and seem like you're a woman. I mean, it's a recipe for disaster. And I think that this mental confusion is going to haunt these children in the future. You know, and hey, it's a travesty, man.
That's funny. Okay, do this. Mm-hmm. Ah! You look sickening, darling. Do you want to see it? Okay, look at yourself.
Oh my days.
Okay, get inside.
This is so nice.
It looks pretty, man.
Thank you, Sissy.
You're welcome. Do you like it? Okay, cool. But yeah, continue.
So this is what happens when the fathers are not in the home. And you heard what it sounds like. They're in the UK. They said, oh, that's sickening, darling, da 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 da, whatever. And then the little black boy said, oh my days. That's something that they say in the UK. There's no reason why this child should be moving in a homosexual manner at this age. I mean, it's so sad. It's heartbreaking. But these women they're effeminizing these young boys. And then on the back end, they talking about, oh, ain't enough black men, ain't enough strong black men. All the black men in jail are gay. Da 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 da. But y'all are turning them gay. Just like Alex Jones said, you know, they turning the frogs gay. Y'all are turning the black men gay. Homosexuality, contrary to popular belief, people are not born that way. Okay, it is socialized. You know, especially in men, it's definitely socialized. So I don't know what to say. It's very sad, very sickening, and they would say that you're homophobic if you don't agree with this. You're transphobic. You're whatever phobic. But at the end of the day, this should be a crime. So anyways, you already know what it is, man. It's your boy, Reclaim Your Throne. Make sure you like, comment, share, subscribe. Send your relationship questions to the email down below with a screenshot of your cash app so I know you paying your tithes, man. Y'all need to be on your market game with the BS. You already know. Reclaim your throne.
Want to become an elite level athlete? Well, look no further. The Reclaim Your Throne Elite D1 training course is all you need to take your performance from subpar to the creme de la creme of athletes all around the world. The purpose of this course is to give you a comprehensive weight training, speed, flexibility, recovery, and endurance program that is meant to prepare young athletes for collegiate and professional sports. This course is packed with over 2 hours of creative, action-packed lifts narrated and coached by yours truly to assure increased strength, speed, flexibility, recovery, and endurance. Hey, I get it. Training alone can be tough and can even make you feel misguided or somewhat unmotivated. But with this course, I walk you step by step through each and every lift to make sure you're using the proper form to prevent injuries and that you're hitting the correct muscle groups to render maximum results. So what are you waiting for? It's now or never. So go ahead and get the training course today so you too can reclaim your throne.